Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel. In today's video, you join me in a very muddy field to discuss everything wrong with my 20-year-old BMW. So for those of you who didn't see the last video, I bought this BMW for £3,500 because Mrs. DL decided to adopt a dog over Christmas. So we needed an estate car. I wanted something semi-interesting, something quite nice as well. And we ended up with this for £3,500. Travelled down to Windsor to buy it. And yeah, it's a very nice car. It's got loads of spec on it, a lot of nice toys and things to play with. The interior is lovely, it's all cream leather in really good condition. But as with every 20-year-old BMW, there's going to be stuff wrong, and this car is no exception. So let's get straight into it. So let's just go on sort of outside cosmetics. There's only really two things that I think are actually an issue. Everything else has been done on this car, which is nice. We've got an ever so slight bit of rust here, which you can only see when the car's clean, which is handy. But you can just see it ever so slightly starting to bubble there, so that needs grinding back and sorting. There's a slight bash on this corner here, which is just needs to replace that bottom part of that bumper. I'm not sure if it's a full bumper or what, but yeah, it's something I need to sort out. And then you can see here, I don't know if it's been repaired or something here, but the paint started to sort of go quite crazed, so it's been gone over a rattle can, and you can see unfortunately there's a bit of blue paint here. But apart from that, the bodywork's in good nick for a 20-year-old car. We do have a parking sensor not working, which I think is this one, and that's ever since I jet washed it, so it's obviously got water in it and stopped working. But boot struts and everything okay on this. You know, these things full of stuff for work and dog beds, but these are known for their boot struts to fail. They're a nightmare job. These were actually replaced by BMW last year, so probably got 10 years worth of life out of those boot struts. But yeah, in terms of everyday driving, engine is sweet as anything. It's only got 100,000 miles on, so you'd expect that really. Gearbox is good. You can see that the rear discs are fresh and everything like that. So it has been very well looked after. Last night, actually, this video was going to be quite short. It's quite funny how these things happen. I was planning to make it today, but last night something happened, and keen-eyed viewers among you may have noticed what it is already, but the window went down and never went back up again. So as you can see, if you look closely, it's held up with some tape. Now this is very common on BMWs this era. The window regulator fails, which means then the window just gets stuck, and this one was no exception. I had to get either side of it with a hand and slide it up, and then as I was driving to work this morning, it started to get lower and lower and was basically letting itself go down. So fortunately that is, well, at least I'm going to stay dry on the way home. But you can see here already where it's tried to drop, it's pulling the tape. I've hopefully done enough of a job of securing it. So that was a weird thing that happened last night. Yesterday as well, this panel fell off here. Now I think the BMW dealer who did the struts, for which I have a receipt, damaged this panel, snapped all the clips off. You can't really get them anymore. So they've used butyl tack, which is sort of widely used in the automotive industry to bodge things. So that fell off, so I've pushed it back on, but I have got some, I'm going to get those, you know, those Velcro things that you use for putting up pictures. I think that would do, because it allows me to still remove it, but it's a really strong bond to hold it on. And I'll probably just do that with any other bits that fall off, really. These bits have obviously been removed as well, probably by the same BMW dealer, and look, they've broken clips there. So yeah, bit of a shame really. They've done the same on this one. There's no other reason to remove any of this apart from if you're doing the struts, so that's why I'm accusing them. So that's a shame. Just be conscious of who you take your car to, because even proper BMW dealers don't tend to really care about your car, which is a shame. They should do, but they don't. So this is probably the final thing that's wrong. All looks lovely, and then I noticed this bit of trim coming off here, which needs addressing, and this bit as well. So what's happening is this sun blind, which is why it's here in the first place, has keeps falling inside. It's easy to get back up, but I'm just going to fix all that properly so it doesn't you know, stop being sort of, so it doesn't fall off completely. And then actually one final thing, again a very common BMW thing, is the seal on the windscreen here that you can see is all basically trashed. It's old, it's 20 years old, it's had 20 years of sunlight on it and weather, and unfortunately look, it is all but kaput. So it looks like it's letting a little bit of water around the top here. None in the cabin, but yeah, we're going to try and get that replaced as soon as possible. I think it's a windscreen out job. That happened on the YouTube channel M539 Restorations, if you guys have seen that channel. He tried to replace it and unfortunately had to replace the whole windscreen. This is the original BMW windscreen, so it's a bit of a shame really. It does have a little chip in it, but yeah, otherwise it's a really original car. But while we're here, let's just have a look under the bonnet as well. It's getting properly muddy doing this video. And you can see everything, it's just been very well looked after. It doesn't look 20 years old underneath here. It's just a nicely looked after car. There's no leaks, touch wood. I did give it a good check over when I bought it, obviously. But yeah, it's been very well maintained. It's been serviced every 4,000 miles. It's just been really well looked after. So I'm gonna try and keep that going, keep it nice, and yeah, that's it. So we're going to adjust a few of the little broken bits, but ultimately I'm still really happy with this car. Like I said, it's a 20-year-old car. You're not going to get a perfect 20-year-old car for £3.5 grand. You know, this is less than the deposit contribution from a dealer, or the deposit on a new 5 Series. Yeah, it's a gorgeous looking car. Lots of kit on the inside. This thing's got Freeview, you know. It's silly. You'd have to spend 60,000 to 70,000 pounds on a new 5 Series to get something like this. So yeah, I cannot complain in the slightest. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We've got plenty more coming with this car on how to fix bits and pieces when they inevitably break, and road trips, etc. And yeah, we'll see you next one. Cheers.